Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the finale of the third edition of Aarohan Social Innovation Awards 2023. Avishkar Dil Se. Thank you for joining us here at the venue and watching the live streaming as well. My name is Padma Bhamadipati, your host for the proceedings this evening. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. We are celebrating innovation. As we commence our celebrations, the words of Yamis Kasiko, a renowned futurist thinker, ring true, and I quote, "Resilience is all about being able to overcome the unexpected. Sustainability is about survival. The goal of resilience is to thrive." Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to applaud and celebrate the resilience, empathy, and the will to thrive by all our participants through the platform of Aarohan Social Innovation Awards. The Aarohan Social Innovation Awards were constituted in 2018 across 6 categories of healthcare, education and sports, rural development, women's safety and empowerment, sustainability, and destitute care to help people get a stage to prove how their imagination becomes a reality to make all the difference to the grassroots. In January 2023, Infosys Foundation announced the 3rd edition of the Aarohan Social Innovation Awards with the aim to recognize and reward individuals, teams, or NGOs that are developing unique solutions for the social sector and have the potential to positively impact the underprivileged in India at scale. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shruti Khurana and Arjun Rajan as they join us on stage to share their thoughts on ideas to impact the Aarohan journey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everyone. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, and fellow champions of change, as the evening unfolds, we are deeply honored to be here in your presence. This gathering is not just an event. It's a testament to the power of unity, drawing together a collective of pioneers, innovators, and dreamers who are redefining the very fabric of social innovation in our nation.
And here we are, back at the Aarohan Awards after 4 years. Always at the forefront of my thoughts is the impactful motto of Infosys Foundation, Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya. This powerful maxim underscores the profound truth that a nation's true happiness and prosperity are rooted in the well-being of its grassroots population. And in this moment, standing here today, we find this resonance not only in Aarohan's commitment to Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya, but also in ISRO's historic leap with Chandrayaan's lunar landing, both echoing the spirit of pushing boundaries for collective well-being and progress. Let's please give a huge round of applause to honor ISRO's extraordinary achievement.
We can see the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, who is here to encourage us, and he is critically looking at the visuals.
Another huge round of applause, please.
From its inception in 2018, Aarohan Awards has been a beacon of hope, celebrating innovators who have dared to dream, create, and inspire change. Each of our innovators have a story to tell, a story where their product is the hero and they are the backbone. the supporting actor or the wingman behind the hero. And with Mrs. Murthy here, someone who is far beyond her accolades and achievements, someone who I have personally experienced as a person who always has a compassionate heart for the needy. Adding to that, she is also one of the greatest storytellers of our times. So how can we not start with a story? Years ago, at a time what we now call the pre-COVID era, Mrs. Murthy and I were talking shop at work. Sectors such as healthcare, education, women's empowerment, rural development, destitute care, sustainability were always at the core of our daily conversations. Suddenly, she turned to me and asked, what more must we be doing at the foundation to further our work with impact and scale? As we brainstormed, it was mostly her, we realized that the new kid on the block was innovation for the social good, for the underprivileged, for the common man, for the people of our country that struggle for their daily lives, for changing lives and things that will live on long after we are gone. Before I knew it, she had reached out to Sumit, and a few days later, he popped into our office. I remember Mrs. Murthy sitting on the couch, even as Sumit took a chair right next to her. A half hour later, the idea of Innovation Awards was born. And boy, once that ball started rolling, there was no stopping it at all. I was rolling with it, and so was Rishi Basu, who has also joined us here today. Mrs. Murthy also gave the awards its name, Aarohan Social Innovation Awards. We loved it. And soon we had a small but lovely and really promising team who managed to proudly pull off the first edition. Despite being in the early stage, nearly 1,700 social innovators from across the country submitted their entries. Several of them went on to feature on Shark Tank India.
And then out of nowhere, the pandemic hit. From disrupted supply chains to diminished funding opportunities, the very foundations of these initiatives were shaken. The most vulnerable communities faced even greater struggles. But you know what? From all the chaos, something incredible emerged. Over the past 4 years, social innovation projects have risen by 60%. The pandemic acted like a sudden jolt, pushing innovation into overdrive. Think of it as a fast-forward button for new ideas. We've witnessed social innovators rising to the occasion. They recalibrated the business models to meet new challenges head-on. And guess where most of these innovations were headed? In healthcare. It's like the spotlight shifted to making sure everybody could get good and affordable healthcare. In fact, Shruti and I witnessed this trend firsthand during our visit to IIT Kanpur earlier this year. We had the incredible opportunity to delve into a world of social innovations and were captivated by the creativity on display. User-friendly mobile apps connecting remote communities with medical experts, eco-friendly diagnostic tools made from recycled materials, and even portable ICUs that could reach the most remotest parts of India. What made the experience even more enriching was a chance to interact with these brilliant social innovators themselves, to hear their stories, and to witness their passion for creating solutions that had a meaningful impact on underserved communities.
Meanwhile, we continued following journeys of our previous Aarohan winners and were proud to see them accomplish phenomenal feats, despite both personal and professional challenges, and at times extremely intense ones at that.
This unwavering commitment inspired us to restart the Aarohan Social Innovation Awards. We recognize the urgent need to honor these trailblazers who, even in adversity, continue to drive positive change. Their resilience became our motivation to provide a platform that celebrates and rewards their extraordinary efforts.
Confronted by this urgent call, we sprang into action without delay. We kicked off a whirlwind of planning and teamwork, spurred by the changing landscape that brought both new challenges and fresh chances. Finally, it hit us after a while. Our commitment to honor and boost social innovators had gained an even stronger meaning. The Aarohan Social Innovation Awards smoothly adjusted to this changing scene, knowing well that the solutions born from these tough times deserve the spotlight now more than ever.
Our campaign this year achieved a remarkable success. A staggering 3,300 innovators registered, doubling the count from 2019. We received an impressive 2,400 social innovations across our three core sectors: healthcare, education, and women empowerment. Our campaign's impact extended widely with a reach of over 250 million and 500,000 active engagements. We forged valuable partnerships collaborating with the IIT Council, esteemed platforms like the Better India, the Global Initiative of Academic Network, and harnessed the influence of Tier 2 and 3 media houses to effectively spread our message.
An absolutely stellar panel of experts meticulously examined the finest 33 submissions, weighing factors like real-life world impact, scalability potential, and ingenious use of technology. It was humbling to witness innovators from diverse backgrounds and fields come together, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. The stories of transformation and impact have stayed with me, fueling the essence of Aarohan's vision.
Tonight, as we honor the winners of the 2023 edition of Aarohan, we're not just reflecting on the past, we're also looking ahead, envisioning the future that these innovators are all forging. The journey has been marked by challenges, triumphs, and most importantly, the unwavering belief in the capacity of human creativity and dedication to make a difference.
We must carry the spirit of these innovators forward, igniting a torch that lights the path to a future brimming with promise. Together, as a community driven by the shared goal of progress, we can, together, nurture an ecosystem where creativity thrives, solutions abound, and change is not just a possibility, but a reality we craft with our collective determination. It is through our unwavering commitment to innovation that we shall continue to shape our country's future and eventually a world without limits.
Without further ado, here's a brief video that captures our journey thus far. Thank you all for your time, and we wish the best of luck to all our finalists here today. Thank you.
2,400 innovations, 33 finalists, 3 winners, 5 jury special awards, and one force tying it all together. The Aarohan Social Innovation Awards 2023. Innovations born from real-world hardships, but soothed by empathy. Aarohan Awards by Infosys Foundation finds them, nurtures them, so the world around can be a little better.
There will always be a need for social innovation because there are crying needs in our society.
In India, there are a significant number of social issues that need to be addressed. And these issues can only be addressed if there is innovation that is happening with a social mindset.
Since its inception in 2018, Aarohan Awards has found and encouraged social innovators from across India. This year, the 3rd edition of the awards received over 3,300 registrations. Infosys Foundation believes in support for change makers, believes in a better tomorrow, believes in Made in India, and believes in transforming lives.
We saw a lot of local projects today. We saw a lot of indigenous projects today, which was interesting.
I think what was unique in this edition was the expansive use of tech, and especially AI and machine learning.
That's why Aarohan Awards is about bringing good ideas and a caring community together.
So I have been following Aarohan from 2 to 3 years. People who have won before also have seen their traction till now. Most of the companies have now deployed solutions into the field. So that means it gives a good credibility and acceleration to the companies who get selected and go from here. It's a good experience altogether.
A distinguished panel of judges from our own communities evaluated every idea and asked, will this idea work? Can this good work be scaled? Is it sustainable? Is it easy to use? Social innovations are recognized and rewarded across 3 categories: healthcare, education, and women empowerment.
meeting people with bright ideas and possibly people who have disruptive ideas for innovation. I think that's the most exciting part of judging.
And I think it's been overall a very good learning experience for me.
But this is just the beginning. As more and more innovators bring their ideas, Aarohan Social Innovation Awards will bring its heart to all our shared aspiration to make our world a little better.
So Aarohan is really set up to be a catalyst where we want to promote social innovation.
This is an engine of growth.
Well, the vision all about serving the larger community.
So I think there is huge opportunity and more people should take advantage of this.
Aarohan Social Innovation Awards 2023. Avishkar Dil Se.
Thank you, Shruti and Arjun. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that the Aarohan Social Innovation Awards have proven to be the wind beneath the wings of the social innovators over the years, whose ideas are nothing short of miracles. Well, speaking of miracles, it is an opportune time for us to welcome Miracle on Wheels. It is India's first professional, inclusive dance theatre education organization headed by the dynamic force of Syed S. Pasha and Mahira Jan Pasha. They are doing pioneering work in promoting the abilities of the differently abled people, inspiring and transforming lives by giving dignity, equal empowerment through dance, theatre, and skill education. Miracle on Wheels has performed across the world. The Guinness World Record and Limca Book of Record winning shows have appeared on most of the reality shows across India too. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Miracle on Wheels. gentlemen, this evening, as we know, is an ode to resilience and celebrating the miracle called life. Mr. Syed Pasha, inspired by the work of his grandfather in Unikal, opted to give up a full-fledged dancing career to be, in the words of Mahira, a kingmaker of all the differently abled dancers. We take this opportunity to thank the entire crew of Miracle on Wheels for their energetic performances. Ladies and gentlemen, please be very generous with your applause. One more round of applause for sure.
There were about 4 types of special people. One is the visually impaired, physically challenged, hearing impaired. So they could not hear the music and the dancing without listening to the music. This is how we applaud them. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, conversations are the glue that hold us all together. And a good heart-to-heart conversation inspires everyone. The next segment of the fireside chat promises to be just that and more. In fact, it will be Dil Se. Please join me in welcoming on stage Mrs. Sudha Murthy, founder, Infosys Foundation, the force whose vision and passion continues to inspire innovators to make a real impact at scale. She will be joined by Mr. Sumit Virmani, trustee of Infosys Foundation, and together they will share their views on innovation.
Well, thank you, Padma, and good evening, everyone. You know what? Today is an incredibly special day because we are actually sitting in the middle of the innovators who are pioneers in the way they have brought in ideas to the fore that have the potential to change and solve some of the biggest challenges our country has seen. While that in itself is a matter of great pride for all of us at the foundation, I think what truly fills my heart with joy is that I'm going to have an opportunity to spend the next 15 minutes with someone we all deeply admire. We admire her not just for being a great philanthropist and an incredibly loved author, but someone who thinks with a heart first, and whose ideas and large-hearted thinking gave us the opportunity to start Aarohan. Now, Shruti, you already heard the story of how Aarohan came about, but how important Aarohan is to Mrs. Murthy even today is going to come through with the next anecdote I'm going to share with you. Mrs. Murthy retired from the foundation in December 2021, 25 years after serving at the helm as our chairperson, and on the last day, when we had finished the function on our way out, she comes and says, "You know what, Sumit, I want you to do one thing. Let's kickstart Aarohan again, because we've had a 2-year break from pandemic, but if there's one initiative that you have to start back again, it has to be Aarohan." And here we are with Mrs. Murthy celebrating the 3rd edition of Aarohan with all of you. So, Mrs. Murthy, thank you so much for being here. And I'm sure with all these innovators amidst us, I think it's only fair that you only share why you felt the need that after doing all that the foundation does, Aarohan is still one of the most important things we have to do next. Why was it so important to you?
Good evening to everyone. Thank you, Sumit, keeping the promise. Because I was very keen. Things change over a period of time. Power changes, money change, hands change. But there are certain things which I feel should not change. They are the heart and good work should not change. Then society becomes very dry. So that way I feel I'm very grateful that my successor, Sumit Virani, has done much better than I have done, I suppose. I'm very happy he kept the promise and he continued innovation program Aarohan. That's something I feel more so important to foundation and to our country. Why I started about this? What is innovation? I was thinking one day. Any innovation, actually people did ask me when I was young, why did you choose engineering? That's about 55 years back. I told any applied science helps human being. Similarly, innovation helps human being. Social innovation actually brings a lot more justice because there's a gender difference, there is a lot more oppression, and there will be a lot of work which is not considered as important work. Like if technical innovation has a lot more laurels and people clap, there are angel investors, you get a lot of profit, etc. Social innovation, people don't do that, but what it is needed in our country today is social innovation which can touch everyone's heart. And that is the reason one day I thought, what is the base of foundation? Is compassion. It is not the award, it is not the reward, it is not position. The base of entire foundation is built on compassion, and you can see the symbol of smaller hand and a bigger hand. And bigger hand is actually Infosys Foundation. Smaller hand is the one, people who require help, we should help them. That gave me the idea of innovation, social innovation of Aarohan.
Ma'am, you've spent over 25 years with the foundation, and you continue to be very active in the social space. Today we have so many social innovators sitting in this room who've actually made through multiple rounds and actually deserve the place amongst the winners. But one of the biggest challenges all of them talk about is how do we actually scale our ideas? What would be your advice to them to realize the potential of this idea and scale it to impact the millions, because that's their dream?
When you innovate something, it only helps one or two people, then it is not innovation at all. Your innovation should impact many people, and then you can see the effect of that. For that, you should have vision. You should understand why what are the challenges in that, and whether you will be able to make it or not. Not money-wise I'm talking, your idea. If you are doing really good work, I'm sure Infosys Foundation, there are many other organizations, they can help you. But you should know where you have the bottlenecks and are you able to solve that. For example, Prashant Gade is here. He started with few people, but he knew the idea. Actually, Prashant Gade, first time I met him in a very different way. Everybody will bring their prototype and show us. When Prashant Gade walked in 2018, I said, where is your prototype? And there was no machine in his hand. He brought one person, okay? And he showed he has an artificial hand which he has made for him. That touched my hand, heart. Then I asked him, how will you scale it up in a larger scale? Only one or two people, if you do, then you are limited to only in your area, unless you make it for everyone. He said he has done research on that. He has done research, he went to New York, he worked with the people, and he knows the technology, he knows how to do that one, but he requires money. So, if you do a proper research and find out the bottleneck, and if money is required, you can get somehow. But if you don't do proper research, if you don't work in depth in that problem, then you cannot scale it up. Scaling, you should know how much you have to go in depth, and By more and more you work on that, the price also will come down and it should become affordable. And that Prashant is the best example. He did 2 years work in, in New York, and youngsters nowadays, you get a visa to US, stay there for 2 years, you won't come back. Whereas Prashant said, no, I will come back because my purpose is to go and do that work, learn, and how I can expand and how I can make it in a big scale. So I feel you should find, number one, you have to find out the bottlenecks. Number two, you should know the solution. Number three, you have to do research in that area and you should know how to solve your problem. Then only you can scale it up.
You know what, ma'am? You've had multiple hats over the years. You're possibly the most successful investor this country has ever seen. You understand the challenge that startups and in particularly social innovators face when they start, because that journey is full of more disappointments and less successes. If you were to actually look back at your own journey and you were to share that biggest moment of happiness and satisfaction and the most prominent moment of disappointment, what would that be?
In my life?
Yes, in your journey.
That I have only one journey, that is Infosys journey, nothing else. The biggest happiness was when we were listed at NASDAQ. I was extremely happy. Before that, Murthy and Nandan and all were discussing how much it cost, whether we'll be able to make it, because it's the first time India went to NASDAQ. So I used to joke with Murthy, how much it cost, 2 crores or 3 crores, he was telling me one day. It cost so much money, but we were not sure. I told him, assume that I bought a necklace of 3 crore and I lose, what you will do? He said, first of all, you don't buy a necklace of 3 crore. And even though in case you buy, you will never lose. You are a Kulkarni. That means I'm a daughter of a village accountant family. So we don't. We were joking up to that level, but the greatest happiness for me was that when we went on NASDAQ. I was very happy, and I kept a note on Murthy's table that I respect you, not only my husband, but the first person in my country made us proud Indian. I was very happy about NASDAQ. Greatest disappointment. Normally my expectation levels are low, so that makes me always happy, I suppose. Well, what is my real disappointment? When people when our employees leave, and when I exit into I always used to ask in those days, Hema, Nandita, in olden days, ask them, why do they leave? I want to know. They said they got 5,000 rupees jump and all. That time I used to feel really disappointed that, how people can just take for 5,000, because I come from an old school of thought where, you have to stay in a company and grow, like how all of you have grown, you, Shaji and all. That was very, very important in my way. So there I used to get really disappointed how our employees they can go, they can do very well if they can stay here. This is what I vaguely feel. But never ever had a greatest disappointment, no, because my expectations are different, I always accept things very fast. Like suppose you are not able to do that one, I said, okay, no, let me accept it and do what is the other way I can do that way. That way my disappointments are less in life, I suppose.
So would you say to all these innovators out there that if you have to manage disappointment well, keep your expectations low?
No. The chapters are different. Like, you have to tell your children, study well, and sometimes you have to tell your children, not only you study, you should play well. Different age, you tell different things. The same thing is not throughout life, it's valid. Like when you are young, you have to you cannot relax, you have to work for marks and other activities. When you are in career, you have to really care about the good work ethics and good work. When you are old like me, I relax. It doesn't matter if I go 10 minutes late anywhere. If I don't get anywhere, it doesn't matter because different age expectations change. It cannot be the same. If you are an innovator and you may fail, But you should remember, this too shall pass, I will try again. You should remember Thomas Alva Edison failed 99 times and 100 times he was successful. But if you have a family with you, your wife should understand that. Not only you. There's a very good book, Men Who Shaped the Future, actually. I don't remember the author now. It talks about, the man who found out the tire or the rubber. His wife used to get very upset with him because all the time he will fail, and it was very difficult to live without money. And one day she has gone out and he finds rubber with sulfur, he mixes up. And wife comes, he's so scared of his wife, he puts it in the oven, that ball he puts it in the oven and closes it. Let my wife go, then I will see. Wife stays for 2-3 hours and then she goes out, he opens, he thought it's melted, but it was very good rubber ball. Then he says, I got it. Rubber with content, this kind of sulfur you add, it stays. And that's, I think, your one of these, your tire factory, tire name is named after him. Goodyear. It's the life of a Goodyear. So what I want to tell innovators that you may fail, but you should be also practical, that I will go on failing, it doesn't matter. But every failure you should learn why you have failed. Every failure you should know how to improve it, not the same failure again. So keeping that in mind and balancing life you should do that. That's very important for any innovator, whether it's social or in industry.
Thank you, ma'am. From your vantage point, if you have a message for not just the people in this room, because we have about a few hundred of them in this room listening to you live, but we have about several thousands actually who will be consuming this on the live stream. Many of the innovators who participated in this journey but possibly didn't make it to the final round. And if they were to actually hear from you, what are some of the biggest challenges this country is facing where social innovation should be prioritized? What would those be?
It's really difficult to answer because I consider, this is my personal view. Innovation in agriculture, I consider it's very important because I work with poor farmers, Still we have 5,000 years old, same method of plowing, etc., where other people have progressed. Because we have shortage of land, we have many problems in that. I feel agricultural sector, we should do a lot more innovation. It helps poorest of the poor. I feel a lot more innovations are required even in the kitchen, I feel. It makes life better for working women as well as for housewives. In my own lifetime, I have seen without cooker, with pressure cooker, now without pressure cooker, with Instapot. So, lot more innovations are required in those. Of course, health. Health, I think, is important. After pandemic, we were discussing. Health has become, but in every country, there are a lot of health innovations are going. They are going on. It's not only in India. Every country I have gone and I have visited and talked to them. There are a lot of health innovations are coming. Affordable health innovations are required. Because now health has become extremely expensive. It is not easy.
Correct.
You live long and you don't have money. So affordable health innovations are important. That's what I feel.
So affordable health, making life of our farmers easier, and of course making the lives of our women in the kitchen so much more comfortable.
That's what I feel.
There you have the message for the next set of social innovators. At this moment of time, we'll actually add a little more excitement to this panel, and we'll invite two of our past winners to join us on stage. Padma, if we may have the quick introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming Prashant Gadde and Ajinkya Dharya to the Fireside Chat on Innovation. Prashant Gadde won the Aarohan Social Innovation Awards in 2018 under the healthcare category for his innovation, the Inali Arm. The Inali Arm has helped thousands of people without upper limbs and prosthetic care to function normally. Can we have his introductory video, please?
There, frontman.
In 2016, I was working on robotics. I came to know that every year, more than 40,000 people lost their upper limbs, and 85% of them are still living without any solution. This was really shocking for me, and I thought what I'm doing is not a project. it is something which could change someone's life. In 2016, I started with 3D printing, but with time, I created few designs, and the recent one works with the signal from your brain. I am Prashant Gade. I'm the founder of Finale Foundation.
Ajinkya Dharya is a recipient of the Aarohan Social Innovation Award. In 2018, he won the award under the Women's Safety and Empowerment category. His innovation, Pad Care, is a rapid, easy, economical, and eco-friendly sanitary waste sterilization, segregation, and disposal solution to deal with the problem of menstrual waste. He is the CEO and founder of Pad Care Labs. Let's watch his introductory video.
Hi, I'm Ajinkya Dharya, I'm founder and CEO at Pad Care Labs. We are a Pune-based startup and we have developed world's first sanitary napkin processing and recycling solution. We are taking care of everything, right from awareness, accessibility and disposal, all the way towards the processing and the recycling of sanitary napkins.
Hey Ajay. Oh yeah, okay. So Ajinkya, Prashant, you are the first set of winners of the Aarohan Social Innovation Awards. It's the journey that started with you, has actually reached in this very room, and we're sitting 5 years later. How has the journey of the 5 years been? Because we know what happened before the award, but what happened after the award, and how have you been able to scale the dream that you started with? Maybe we can start with you and we can come to you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm completely grateful for this opportunity to listen back where we are. So when it comes to impact, right? So I'll share a small story, what exactly happened. So before I came to Aarohan, I think I developed nearly more than 100 designs I tried and tested with different people. At that time, it was fixed. I was changing few things only. Now, after Aarohan, I went back, started creating design, and one day what happened? There was a guy who came from south of India, and he was actually not able to speak Hindi. So he came to our lab, and then we fitted the hand. And he used to know only 2 words, no and Anna. So he used to speak no, Anna. Now what happened? We fitted the hand. So this story is quite funny, but there's some sort of message behind. So what happened? We fitted the hand, and every time he used to do something like this, and used to say no, Anna. And we started creating a few different changes in the hand. And what happened, like, it's been so long, second day also, we did the changes. He again did the same gestures and again said the same word. And for next 7 days, this was happening. And finally, I got a little bit frustrated with what exactly happening, why he's saying this 2 words and why he's doing like this. Now, I thought, let's call a translator to understand what exactly happening. So when the translator came in, and he started talking with this guy, the translator started laughing. And I asked, like, what exactly happened? Why you are laughing? He said, this guy want a hand to itch. But you understand the importance of a hand. If you don't have a hand, how hard it could be for you to ask somebody else to do this simple thing, right? It's very awkward. But after Aarohan, we got this ability, I could say, to do those changes. Before Aarohan, I was playing with the same thing. The same finger motions, same things were happening around. So for me, the impact is, are we able to solve those problems or not? It's not about just, okay, we created a hand given to maybe 1 lakh people, doesn't matter. Because after losing a hand, you need it for like particular things with writing. So most of us who are in this room, if you closely observe, you might need a hand for few stuffs only, not for every single thing. So I think the impact was completely different in different ways. We were able to do a lot of stuffs, like changing the designs. Apart from this, I remember one more thing that happened. I was traveling to Nagpur. And on the way, I found a small girl in a village near Baitul. So she was burned, and the local villagers actually amputated her hand. There only. So they even don't know they only know the local languages. So they were like from very, I could say, rural part of Baitul. Now we asked her father, please bring her to Pune, we'll fix the hand. So he was like, no, I don't want. So I said like, why? It's for free. We said like, we'll give it for free. I thought they can't afford it. Now what happened? He said, if I come to Pune and leave my job for the day, I won't be able to feed my family. And I understand like there are a lot of people for whom it's completely hard to leave their job for a single day also. Now what to do? Now after Aarohan, this happened after Aarohan. So me and my teams started discussing a lot of things like what we should do. Now what happened? We came up with a design. And this design, the way we saw a miracle on wheels, we created limbs on wheels. So it's a complete van with the entire foundation inside the van. It goes throughout the villages, find people who doesn't have limbs, fix those hands and come back. So every year it travels more than 20,000 kilometers throughout the country and fix the hand and come back. So this actually happened after Aarohan. So that's how things started changing.
It's quite an incredible story, Prashant. Thanks for sharing it. And if I may ask, how many lives have you been able to impact over these 5 years?
So I think it's more than 10,000.
Wow. Congratulations. Incredibly a great innovation, and that we knew in 2018. Okay, Ajinkya, if I may ask you the same question, how has your journey been since 2018?
So when I applied for the Aarohan Awards, right, I was just for the 21-year-old kind of kid with a big vision to just develop world's first sanitary napkin disposal and recycling system. And with that pursuit, right, our Aarohan Awards was one of the first award that I applied. And during the pitch, I still remember that the pitching session happened in the boardroom. And post that pitch, I got just 5 minutes to interact with Arvind sir, Anil Gupta sir, a couple of times around the work that what you guys are doing. I just observed one thing, how they are looking at the particular solution that I am developing and the need of the solution. That gave me a boost to pursue this in deeper way. In 5 years back, we had a small unit that was processing just one pad at a time. I'm very happy to share that after a couple of more than almost 70 to 80 plus iteration, after 6 versions of the product, right now at Pune location, we have 1.5 metric ton pad care processing capacity that can process 40,000 pads per day. We are right now serving in 13 cities, impacting more than 5 lakh of women. And team I think that time I just one alone entrepreneur, just that kind of change maker. But right now we are a team of around 52 people. This innovation got absorbed by like the clients like Google, Deloitte, American Express, and a couple of others. And the good part of this, we are able to conserve 100 metric tons of carbon equivalent per month. And that is the beauty of this product. How, during this entire journey, right, that impact vision, that impact angle, I still remember, after the post of the award, I think I connected with the Infosys Foundation team. I was doing some market research. Within just immediately after, when I just sent an email to the team, within a 1 day, 24 hours, they gave me opportunity to visit Infosys Pune campus, and I have personally interacted with more than 100 employees, women employees, to understand this problem in deeper way. So market research, access to the targeted users, then branding and networking. in last 5 years, luckily Padcare have got a, maybe, I always call it a baby of ecosystem, because we got an enormous support from the private government organization, from Niti Aayog, Bayrak, from Infosys, from Mahindra Group, and a couple of others. But one thing that stood out, this particular project and innovation is recognized by Infosys. And that is always that positive hand when I am pitched to everyone, right? So, yeah, this is something, how it got scale. I never imagined when I was there, like during pitching, it was just considered, let me just start, let me be explorer. But entire in last 5 years is just with that one dream. Right now, probably we are serving in 13 cities and want to take this on a global level soon. Thank you. So just want to add thing to what we guys are doing. So we have developed this technology that can recycle actual sanitary napkins and the diapers. We extract with a chemical mechanism pulp and the plastic out of it. Right now, this is affirmation desk is made from the recycled pad. Can you imagine? Plastic we convert into the plastic granules, and again, it's going back to our existing system. So this is what we guys do.
Quite incredible. Thank you so much, Ajinkya. And I think, I guess the numbers say it all. And you've actually, both of you have been able to create a brilliant idea and find a way of scaling it remarkably. If there's one advice, one piece of advice that you have for all of the people in the room and those actually viewing in, what should they focus on to realize and scale the way you did post this evening?
I follow ma'am and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam a lot. And the best thing that I heard from him was when he asked a group of students, what are the, I could say the strength, he was actually asked, what is the strength of our country and what is the weakness of our country? So he replied, the strength is the youth and the weakness is the lack of vision. So what exactly happened after you actually receive a lot of, I could say, awards? We start with a vision or a passion to do something for the people. But with time, when we actually enter into it, we somewhere lose that vision and say, okay, we focused on numbers, right? Our product, it now from a passion, it become a product, right? Now people are looking at it, no, my product should go in this numbers. Earlier they were talking in like, I should impact this number of people. So my advice would be, on a longer term, you should not think it is just your product, it's your baby, it's everything for you that you have started. And the moment you start thinking that I have to go, yes, it's really good, you are thinking in productive way, you are talking about the numbers. But if it's just without a vision, just to reach a certain level, become a billionaire or a millionaire, then it's certainly the passion will someday will come down because you'll have a lot of money, and at the end of the day, you'll realize like, what you have achieved? Nothing. But on a longer term, if you see there are thousands of people who have been benefited, and they're coming to you and saying, oh, I did something. So I'll give an example. There is a kid, ma'am, if you remember, you met Durgesh. Yeah, so he lost both of his arms. Now, what exactly happened to this kid? He was on Ganpati Visarjan day, he was actually playing with a flag. And suddenly he touched the high tension line. And he got electrified. And he lost both of his upper limbs and the lower limbs also. Now, I would say the best ability that he showed after his amputation. Now, why I'm telling the story, if I was too focused on the numbers, like, okay, 10,000 numbers have been able to do, or maybe 1 million people have been benefited, or 1 million hands have been given out, this guy came to me showing skills that he actually made the entire picture of ma'am with his amputated hands. You know, this is completely amazing. And he used the prosthetic arm. So we realized that it's not about numbers, it's all about how lives have been impacted. You have to focus on that part. That with this time, you should not lose that thing or that vision. So I would advise to all people who are here or maybe listening to this thing, focus on your vision, don't lose it. Because by the time you lose it, you'll lose everything.
Ajinkya?
So I think Prashant have already touched upon the impact aspect, right? I just want to touch upon the scaling up, right? I feel that achieving the epicenter between the cost, consciousness, and convenience is very important. Because once the technology is developed, how you are going to create that distribution model towards your targeted users and the customers. And it is just not about reaching to the customers. Considering the Indian behavior, when we had a chance to interact with different the users, I observe it is very important to be an epicenter because it is cost, then consciousness, and the convenience factor as well. If in any way my product is great, but I am trying to change the behavior of the users or the customer, there will be a resistance in terms of adoption. So you have to create a model in such a way that it should align with their existing behavior. Then second, I think generally in this, like, we miss this particular aspect, right, as an entrepreneur, or it is just about not about social innovator or entrepreneur, managing your own psychology, right? Because for the long-term pursuit of the vision, we generally the underappreciate the short-term, like we have to always play between the long-term vision and short-term reality. We have to always face between the highest high and lowest low in the same day. At the top, you are going to be alone. You have to create the network, and that is something I got from Aarohan as well. You have to create that network. You have to identify your coach. And Prashant and I met 5 years back, and still we are in touch. We are in the same town in Pune. So that network opportunity you are going to get, that's something you have to leverage. So these are the two advice. Managing your own psychology is very important during this entire journey because it's long-term. It is not sprint, it is a marathon. And you have to achieve the epicenter between the cost, convenience, and consciousness while delivering your product.
Thank you, Ajinkya. Thank you, Prashant. I think once again, a big round of applause to our 2018 Pioneering Aarohan winners. I think the numbers do all the talking, and thank you once again for keeping the Aarohan flag flying high. Thanks a lot. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to move away from 2018 winners to this year's winners, and it's time to celebrate them. So thank you so much once again, everyone. And over to you, Padma.
I just want to tell a very funny thing. Today, Chandrayaan-3 landed. But you know, MRI machines and X-ray, they are not found out by any medical technical team. It was the byproduct of NASA innovation. NASA was innovating something. In that, they found out something which became MRI later. So you please remember, if you innovate somewhere, it is not directly used there. Its effect can be seen some other innovation. And cross-innovation is also equally important. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we promised you a masterclass on grit, determination, and focus on impact. Thank you so much, Mrs. Murthy, Sumit, Prashant, and Ajinkya for this conversation. As Sumit rightly said, let's begin with the celebrations. Let's begin with the Aarohan Social Innovation Jury Special Award winners felicitation. I would like to take this opportunity to invite Mr. Shaji Matthew, trustee, Infosys Foundation, to join Mrs. Murthy and Mr. Sumit on stage to felicitate the winners. The applause, ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting for the applause. The Aarohan 2023 Jury Special Award carries a prize money of rupees 10 lakhs. Let's meet our first winner. Can we have the video, please?
Our product is called SWASA, which is for screening and triaging of respiratory problems. It does not require any hardware. There is no equipment which is required, and a skilled manpower is also not needed. All that is required is a mobile phone. We use cough as a biomarker in identifying the underlying respiratory problems. We have used artificial intelligence and machine learning to really understand the different cough signatures. People believing in that this has a value is a bigger challenge. Deployment in the rural and remote areas is really our focus. You need to have some kind of a passion to say that, I really want to bring a change to the society. We are on it now. There is no looking back for us.
Congratulations, Mr. Narayana Rao Shripada, Mr. Manmohan Jain, and Mr. Venkat Yechuri. Please join us on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, keep the applause going. intelligence platform that can be used for the screening and diagnosis of respiratory diseases. Congratulations, Team Swasa. Introducing our next winner. Can we have the video, please?
It's an emergency medical oxygen generator, and what is unique about it is that it requires absolutely no power, no batteries, it is portable, and it delivers oxygen on the go for you. There was somebody very close who was in an accident, road accident. He could have been saved if there was access to emergency oxygen available. And this particular kit that we have come up with is designed to save lives. Nobody wanted to listen to us as to why medical oxygen. COVID has done the evangelization for us. Now people don't ask us why medical oxygen. We will stay invested until it becomes a success.
Congratulations, Mr. John Joy and Mr. Sanjay K. Pillai. Please join us on stage. Porsche is a self-contained portable oxygen generator providing a continuous, uninterrupted supply of medical-grade oxygen during pre-hospital or pre-ambulatory medical emergencies without any reliance on electricity, batteries, or a skilled healthcare resource. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Team Porsche. Congratulations once again, Mr. John Joy and Mr. Sanjay K. Pillai. Can we play the video of the next winner, please?
The name of the innovation is HPOS technology, high performance optical spectroscopy technology for diagnosing sickle cell anemia at the point of care, which means in door-to-door testing in tribal areas, one can simply prick and from a drop of blood, the test can be conducted. The technology behind this is optical spectroscopy. We do not have a reliable, quantitative, accurate hemoglobinometer which can be used for Anemia Mukt Bharat mission to be really taken off. Lot more to achieve, and this is in fact, I would say, a tip of the iceberg in terms of the efforts required to really strengthen our public health system.
Congratulations, Professor Sai Sivagorte, Mr. Arun Balasubramanian, Mr. Rajesh Srinivasan, and Mr. Yatish Prasad Dasari. Please join us on stage. Sickle Cert is a cost-effective and accurate point-of-care test for sickle cell anemia that can also be used in prognosis and treatment setup. of our next winner.
Envolio is a portable medical grade refrigeration system. It's a battery powered active carrier meant to be worn as a backpack or as a sling bag for transport of thermally sensitive biologicals like vaccines, blood, culture, serum, sputum, almost all biologicals. The most impactful battle that we have against Mother Nature is probably vaccine preventable diseases. So vaccines are truly an inspiration for me. The challenge has been mostly the delivery of vaccines, effectively engaging with all of the stakeholders in the vaccine supply chain process. I think that's been the most crucial challenge for us. So it's taken a lot of willpower and commitment to ensure that the product gets built, gets validated. We would utilize the award money to scale up our manufacturing efforts because we've built the product, we've validated it, we've seen that it creates social impact.
Congratulations, Mr. Mayur U. Shetty. Please join us on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep that applause going. Envolio is a portable, battery-operated refrigeration device for last-mile transport of vaccines. Let's meet our next winner in the jury's special award category. Let's watch the video.
నా పేరు శివకుమార్. ప్రతిరోజు హ్యాండ్లూమ్ వీవరు 20 to 45 kgs వెయిట్ని రోజుకు 5,000 నుంచి 8,000 సార్లు ఇలా కాలుతో తొక్కి పట్టుకొని చేత్తో మగ్గం పని చేయాలి. ద నేమ్ ఈజ్ ద మోదా పెడల్ ఆపరేటింగ్ మిషన్. దిస్ ఇన్నోవేషన్ ఈజ్ యూజ్ఫుల్ ఫర్ హ్యాండ్లూమ్ వీవర్స్. ఫిజికల్ స్ట్రెస్ అండ్ ఈస్ కంప్లీట్లీ రిమూవింగ్ ద నీ పెయిన్ అండ్ బ్యాక్ పెయిన్. ఏదైతే మగ్గం ఉంటుందో దానికి బాటమ్ సైడ్ కింది భాగంలో జస్ట్ అటాచ్మెంట్ చేస్తాం. లూమ్ నేమి మాడిఫై చేయకుండా అటాచ్మెంట్ చేసి దానికి లివర్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఆ లివర్స్కి అది ఏదైతే 20-45 kgs వెయిట్ ఉంటుందో లివర్స్ కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాం. కనెక్ట్ చేసి ఒక పెడల్ బాక్స్ ఉంటుంది. పెడల్ బాక్స్ని కాలు దగ్గర పెట్టుకొని వాళ్ళు ఇలా కాలి బొటనవేలుతో ప్రెస్ చేస్తే ఆ టోటల్ వెయిట్ 20 to 45 kgs వెయిట్ అనేది ఆ మిషన్ మీద డైవర్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. ఒకవేళ ఇన్ఫోసిస్ ఆరోహన్ అవార్డ్స్ నుంచి నాకు ఫండ్ వచ్చినా కూడా 40% ఆఫ్ ది మనీని ఫిజికల్లీ డిసేబుల్ వీవర్స్, ఉమెన్ వీవర్స్కి ఆ మిషన్కి ఎలాంటి ప్రాఫిట్ లేకుండా వాళ్ళకి వితౌట్ ప్రాఫిట్ మిషన్ ఇస్తాం. రిమైనింగ్ 60% ఆఫ్ మనీని కామన్ వీవర్స్ లైక్ యంగ్ వీవర్స్ ఉంటారు, మేల్ వీవర్స్ ఉంటారు, వీళ్ళందరికీ మిషన్స్ ఇచ్చి దాన్ని నామినల్ ప్రాఫిట్ కొంచెం బేసిక్ ప్రాఫిట్ తీసుకుని ఆ ప్రాఫిట్తో కంపెనీ ఖర్చులు పోను మిగతా రీఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ చేసి కంపెనీని ఎక్స్పాన్షన్ చేసుకోవడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాం.
Congratulations, Mr. Shivakumar Moda. Please join us on stage. Operating machine aims to eradicate chronic knee pain and lower back pain issues faced by handloom weavers, empowering the longevity of their weaving careers. Congratulations to all the winners of the Aarohan Social Innovation Jury's Special Award. Thank Thank you, Mr. Sumit and Mr. Shaji, for felicitating the winners in this category. We request you to take your seats in the audience. Mrs. Murthy, I would request you to kindly remain on stage. I take this opportunity to invite on stage Padma Shri Mr. Arvind Gupta and Dr. Pratima Murthy to felicitate our next category of winners. The Aarohan Social Innovation Winners category carries a prize money of rupees 50 lakhs. May we play the first video of our winner, please?
When my son was born, he got diagnosed with jaundice, where I had to take him to nearest hospital and lot of struggle to treat him over there. And that is the triggering point for me to start Enlight 360. Enlight 360 is world's first intelligent phototherapy system to cater severe neonatal jaundice. This whole device functions with intelligent algorithm that understand baby's condition and treat the baby as per that baby's situation. Our device, Enlight 360, is modular. It can go along with the baby while breastfeeding and doing kangaroo mother care. And our device runs with a battery pack and a solar powered. It can be taken into rural part of India. So our first product was installed in one of the government hospital, and luckily I was there while installing. I saw a mother placing the baby inside my product. I felt it is my own child being treated there, and I felt very accomplished. The biggest challenge that we are facing right now is scaling. Branch out into other neonatal critical conditions. That is our dream for next 10 years. I am Prasad Muddam. I want to take Enlight 360 to remote corners of India to save lives of the babies.
Congratulations, Mr. Subramaniam Prasad Muddam and Ms. Akita Kolluju. Is an advanced, portable, standalone and battery-powered smart phototherapy device that provides customized treatment for severe and dynamic jaundice conditions. Congratulations, Team Enlight 360. Let's play the video of our next winner.
My elder sister, who is very close to me, then she was a diabetic patient, and she lost her vision due to diabetic retinopathy. And doctors couldn't do much about it. So that started me thinking, what can we do? India has got the largest blind population. We account for 44% of the blind population of the world. Technology is available for everyone. But I thought, why not we apply these technologies for empowering blind people? And the answer was smart vision glasses. It is a wearable device, and it is attached to a plain glasses. It uses the technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and machine vision. It has got a HD camera, and it has got a flash so that it can work under normal lighting conditions. We added a device called LiDAR. We located all the sensors in a small dongle, and then we attach it to the glasses, and then it is connected to a mobile phone. We have an app. What it does is, we capture a picture through the camera, and then through machine learning, we try to learn what is the picture about. Smart vision glasses have 5 features: things around you, reading mode, walking assistant, facial detection, and emergency mode. The most satisfying part, when I received a mail from mother of a 10-year-old child saying that these smart vision glasses have not only changed the life of my daughter, but they also changed my life. I am Ramu Mutangi. My ultimate dream is to empower 1 million blind children with smart vision glasses in the next 1 decade.
Congratulations, Mr. Sitaram Mutangi. Please join us on stage. Smart Vision Glasses is an AI-enriched assistive device that helps people with visual disabilities identify objects and people, gauge distance, detect currency, and read books and manuscripts in Indian regional languages. Time for us to meet our next winner. Let's watch their video.
Nothing can replace the convenience of having a toilet at home. I had seen tears in the eyes of so many women when they even narrated the harassment that they had faced. What really hit us very hard was the fact that they would not eat or drink after 6 in the evening. So we asked them, do you want a toilet? And over 70% families said yes. So our product is really a home toilet. It is a very data-driven product. We gather 2 kinds of data. One is at the settlement level, where we map just about everything that is visible. The second kind of data that we collect is at every household level. And then this mapping information that we've created and the data that we've gathered, we integrate that on the GIS. So then that information comes alive. Immediately from that map, you know what is the status of defecation in a particular settlement. This data has been very, very useful when it comes to our One Home, One Toilet program. To date, we have facilitated 27,000 toilets across 7 cities of Maharashtra and mapped over 3 lakh households. I think the empowerment of women in this process has been extremely satisfying. And what really touched my heart was when a 13-year-old girl got up and said, "Now I can eat to my heart's content." I am Pratima Joshi, and my dream is when we all move towards a conscious planet where every person can live with dignity and equal opportunities.
Congratulations, Team Shelter Associates. We are joined by Ms. Pratima Joshi, Ms. Smita Kale, and Ms. Dhanashri Ji. We can't hear the applause, ladies and gentlemen. Keep those going. One Home, One Toilet is a data-driven model focused on facilitating sanitized household toilets for underprivileged women. Congratulations and thank you, and gentlemen, let's give a resounding applause to all the winners of the Aarohan Social Innovation Awards 2023. Clearly, they are all over the moon for sure. Thank you, Mrs. Murthy. Padma Shri, Mr. Arvind Gupta and Dr. Pratima Murthy, we will have to request you to come back on stage. You were really very fast. Ladies and gentlemen, as we have them back on stage, this is the moment when we express our deepest gratitude to the jury members, to those individuals who selflessly spent hours poring over the numerous entries and objectively evaluated them based on their ability to address a real-world problem, their potential to scale, and innovative use of technology and other available resources. I take this opportunity to invite all our jury members on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Padma Shri, Mr. Arvind Gupta, Indian toy inventor and science expert. Dr. Pratima Murthy, Director and Head of Department, Psychiatry, NIMHANS. Ms. Sairi Chahel, serial entrepreneur, angel investor, and founder of Shiros and Mahila Money. Mr. Sumit Virmani, Trustee, Infosys Foundation, and Mr. Sunil Kumar Dhareshwar, Trustee, Infosys Foundation. Sairi and Sunil are unable to join us today. May I please request Ms. Shruti Khurana and Captain Shanti to felicitate the jury members. Call upon Arjun Rajan to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Padma. What an inspiring night it's been so far. Ladies and gentlemen, as we bring the curtains down on this remarkable event, I'm filled with gratitude for witnessing the Aarohan Awards, a true celebration of innovation and positive change. Tonight, we've had the honor of acknowledging those who personify the spirit of innovation. Congratulations once again to all our winners who have demonstrated that with determination and vision, we can turn dreams into tangible realities that impact lives. Here's to the remaining 2,392 innovators whose unwavering commitment has been the driving force behind this year's nominations. You formed the strong foundation of this award with incredible contributions and spirit. To our visionary founder chairperson, Mr. Sudha Murthy, Your leadership has not only graced our event, but also laid the foundation for its continued success. Thank you. I extend our deepest appreciation to our esteemed jury members, whose discerning judgment and unwavering commitment have been instrumental in identifying the torchbearers of innovation. Your expertise has paved the way for progress in invaluable ways. To our respected guests and delegates, your presence has enriched this event, making it a gathering of minds dedicated to making a difference. A resounding tribute to our trustees, Sumit Virmani, Sunil Kumar Dhareshwar, Shaji Matthew, and Inderpreet Soni. Your unwavering support and visionary leadership have propelled us to this very moment. In our journey, his impact is immeasurable, and no amount of thanks would do justice. Beyond the role of a jury member and trustee, he stood as a guiding light, offering unwavering support, strategic wisdom, and an indispensable presence. Sumit, your contributions have left an indelible mark, and for that we are profoundly grateful. The genius touch of Sanjay Sahai, our head of digital marketing, resonated throughout our campaign's design, ensuring a level of excellence that leaves us in awe. A titan in our midst, Rishi Basu, our head of corporate communications, and a dear friend for steering us through each stride, serving as the quintessential sounding board and always available to lend a hand. Rishi, this achievement bears your imprint. Our process auditors, Deloitte, who once again joined us in this year's journey, meticulously evaluating each entry and partnering with us in this endeavor. In reflecting on this event, I'm reminded of the collaborative effort that brought it to life. Behind the scenes, countless individuals from within our organization have dedicated their time, creativity, and hard work to orchestrate the seamless gathering. The dedication of these teams has been integral to making the Aarohan Awards an unforgettable experience. Our various teams across foundation, PR, marketing, data privacy, ETA, CCD, internal comms, HR, recruitment, ISG, legal, catering, facilities, security, hospitality, and transport. The CDG team, whose exceptional work brought to life the captivating films we witnessed today. Your creative brilliance is truly inspiring. A heartfelt appreciation goes to our creative and media agency partner, DDB Mudra, our PR agency partner, Edelman, and our event management partner, Brand Aid. The seamless execution has made tonight's event a resounding success, showcasing their exceptional dedication and expertise. Last, but certainly not the least, a heartwarming shout-out to the true champions behind the scenes, the Aarohan core team. With unwavering dedication and boundless passion, you've poured your hearts and souls into making this event a reality. To Shruti and Captain Shanti, your leadership has been the guiding light. And to my extraordinary team, Sanjana Sharma, Sanjana Pattabhiraman, and Disha Gupta, the heart and soul you've invested is truly awe-inspiring. You've gone above and beyond bringing this event to life. Sanjana Sharma, we hope that you get well soon. Disha, we know you're watching from across the sea. Both your presence is deeply missed today. You've all been the driving force behind the scenes, and Aarohan thanks you for your dedication and enthusiasm. My sincere apologies if I've inadvertently missed naming someone. Every story we've heard tonight, every triumph celebrated, is a testament to the power of unity and the strength of purpose. These stories will continue to inspire us long after the curtains close this evening. As we depart from this venue, may we carry with us the essence of innovation, the power of unity, and the belief that change is possible when we stand together. A heartfelt thanks to everyone who has contributed to this event. I'm confident that the echoes of tonight will continue to inspire us on our own journeys of innovation and transformation. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's more. This was just a vote of thanks. We have to seal these smiles and celebrations, so may I please invite all the winners to join us for a photo opportunity with Mrs. Murthy, the jury members, trustees of Infosys Foundation, and the core team of Aarohan Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have all of you up on the stage? It takes one to make the change. Shruti, are you going to be the torch bearer? We request all the winners to kindly make their way to the stage, please. We'll be joined by the jury members, trustees of Infosys Foundation, and the core team of Aarohan Awards. Give it up for the winners of Aarohan Social Innovation Awards 2023. A big congratulations to all our winners. Here's hoping that your innovations impact the lives of many more people in many more meaningful ways.